And today we're playing the Battle of Vassieux Vercors, maybe? French is not my strong point. As you can see, it's there's no beach, so it's all land and forest. And it's only the first to 4 medals, which should come about pretty quickly. You might notice there's an awful lot of Allied forces here as compared to Axis. But they are all just 3-man units. They are French resistance fighters who have the special ability to retreat up to 3 hexes for each flag, which is probably just as well when they've only got 3 figures. And it doesn't look good in the middle here. You can see that these 2 resistance fighters are surrounded by Germans willing to take their revenge. It's the first to 4 medals. There's some special rules here. Oh, here it is. When the finest hour command card is played, do not reshuffle the command deck. Should the command deck run out of cards, the allied player has not won. It ends as a victory, so there's a time limit effectively on this. And this bit here is just saying about the resistance fighters. Okay, so 3 units on the right, another 4 in the middle, 3 on the left. It's very unbalanced start positions. The Axis forces are going to need to run down any they injure and try and take them out. Otherwise, there's enough Allied forces here to just keep running in and taking a pot shot and then running away. So, 4 command cards for me. 3 on each wing so far. Infantry assault, that could be useful. Oh look, 2 infantry assaults, that's pretty unusual. Axis player goes first today, so 2 command cards for the Axis player. Armour assault no good, 2 on the left it'll be then. And there are in fact 2 units on the left here. Now I can't do any actual attacks, but what I can do is I can move these guys forwards into the woods so they're in a good defensive position should these Allied forces get into range, which they are over there. Okay, so that's the Axis player's turn. Issue an order to all infantry in one section. They may move 2 and battle, or 3 and not battle. And I've got 2 of these, plus on each flank. But this is to all infantry. Plus they get that extra move. 2 hexes and battle is really strong. I could definitely use that over here to bring these guys forward. These 2, they could move 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I could bring the middle section into battle range, but not fight. Oh, indeed, over here on the right, again, 1, 2, 3. I could bring them up here. Bring them up here. Oh, too many good options. But I think I'm going to go for that one on the left. So I'm going to play infantry assault. And it'll be all the units in this side, which I can advance up to 2 and fight. I'm going to take these up here. Now that could be a bad position because I'm surrounded effectively by these 3. But at the same time I do have the hill and I can battle these guys out here. What am I talking about? Battle with these guys out here to fend these off. Yeah. So unit moving into woods cannot battle, so these guys cannot battle, but these guys can. And these ones first, they're going to attack the woods. Would be 3 dice, but the woods make it 2. And a retreat and a kill. So we take out 1 figure and a retreat. Well, whichever way they go, they can be attacked. So let's move them back this way. Now this unit can attack here. I keep attacking them. Can attack over here. Can actually get these guys again, but only 2 dice because of the range. And another retreat and a miss. Retreat them onto there because then they got the option of going either way. So that wasn't terribly successful. Let's replace a card. 2 on the right. Okay. Axis turn. Medic and mechanics. Repair 1 unit, effectively. Oh, there's no artillery in here, but that does allow me to use 1 card. So I could repair that unit that got injured back up to 4, possibly. Or I can order 1 unit of my choice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to advance these Germans here and take a 3 dice attack on these guys. So that's using the artillery card. And 3 dice against those infantry. And 1 hit and 2 retreats, retreats is about the worst the Axis can get at the moment. So they can move 1, 2 or 3. Well, they're just going to move 1 into the woods there. I could go further back over here. I don't really want to push them to the end because then a quick follow-up and they get extra kills for not being able to retreat. So I'm going to leave them in the woods because they're stronger in there anyway. Okay, so Allied player again. 3 on either flank, or 2 on the right, or another infantry assault. Well, look at this. I've got these guys up here surrounding here. I could make a forwards assault, which might be best idea. If I move these guys forward, move these guys forward, move these into the strength of the woods. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Because I'm crossing the red line border here. That's not right. Because I can order all the infantry in 1 section, or 3 on the left. So that would have been a bit of a cheat there. But I do have 3 on the left. Ooh, decisions. I think I'm going to do the 3 on the left, and I'm going to push these guys forward and push these guys forward. It's a bit dangerous standing in the open, but it does give me that extra die to attack those Germans and weaken them with. And I can still retreat. So this unit and this unit. We'll do this one first against these guys. 3, 2, down to 1 die because they're in the woods. And it's a hit. Okay, now over here I'll do these guys on here, which is 3 dice. And 1 hit. Not the best result. And these guys will hit the same target. 3 dice again. Could be a wipe. Could wipe them out. Those are obviously the magic words. That will be the first medal as well. Okay. So that was the 3 on the left card. Yeah, let's draw a replacement. And 3 in the middle. Okay, fair enough. Axis turn. 1 in the middle with a probe. Oh, cheating. Or 3 in the middleage. 1 in the middle, which will let me draw 2 cards next turn. Or 3. There's a nice choice here. See, that Axis fella back there counts as in the middle, but he's now in danger of being surrounded by the Allied forces. But there's still 2 more here who could make an attack on this guy in the woods. Yeah, I'm going to do the 3 in the middle. It's better than nothing. Better than 1. Now the Axis forces have to follow up attacks, and we've got these two guys in the woods here. They need to follow up, chase them up, otherwise these guys will just keep running away when they get injured. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm bringing these guys forward, and I'm going to bring these guys forward too as well. Bring them into the attack, because then they can also sweep over this way if needed. And the third one will be that guy at the back there who has 3 dice against this unit here, which could be a kill. The magic words, and 2 hits and a retreat, and those retreats are the killers here. So 2 hits looks really good, doesn't it? But then I don't want that man in trouble anymore, so he can retreat 1, 2, 3. I can pull him way back out of the line of battle. Oh, hang on. 1, 2. That could get, so 1, 2, 3. Move him here. He's out of sight of these guys, and he's behind the hill from these guys. That's a better move. Okay, bit of an Axis success there. Allied. Infantry assault. All the units in one section. Ah, right, so middle or the right hand side. Well, nothing's happened over here on the right yet. But the middle is now in danger. That 2-man unit is now in danger. But look what I can do here. I can move these guys forward. I can move these guys forward to get a shot. And I've got this 3 in the middle, which means I could get 3 attacks in. So I'm going with the 3 in the middle. So I'm advancing these guys onto the hill, which means they can fire. These guys onto the hill, which means they can fire. And these guys in here who can fire. So the best bet, I think, is to shoot with this guy first at here, because if this is forced into a retreat, it goes here where it can still be attacked by these guys. So from here, 2 dice. 2 hits. Ooh. This guy now, same target, but it'll be 3 dice. And 2 hits. That would be another victory for the resistance. Okay, and that leaves this guy to fire. 3, 2, 1 die on here. And that's a hit. Wow. Okay, I may have made a mistake for the Axis. Perhaps I should have sat in the towns back there. Something to learn and remember for next time. Okay, replacement card. Close assault. Okay. Axis turn. Let's see what they get here. Anything good? Whoa, 4 units of their choice. Or all in the middle. All in the middle means that guy over there on the red line and these 2 here. Now the problem is he's injured. And if he comes, if I try and run forward here, I'm running into this strong defensive position. So that's probably not a good idea. However, the alternative is direct from HQ, which means any 4 units. Well, actually, I've only got 4 units on the board now. Okay, 1, 2, we'll move to here. Pull back there, 3. Get these guys forward 1 more space, but into woods at the same time. That means I have 2 attacks over here, across here. That's 1 die into the woods. Oh, let's get these cards out of the way. Right, that shot into the woods gets a kill. And 3 dice from here at these guys in the open. A close assault. And 2, another one of those darned retreats. So 2 injuries. But now this guy can go 1, 2, 3, get the heck out of dodge. That's no good for the Axis player, but it's good for me as the ally. So I don't know why I'm sighing yet again. Aye. Okay, right. Close assault. Nobody's in close assault at the moment, so no, no point with that. 3 on the right, I've got 3 on the right, 2 on the right, or all infantry in one section. Well, in the middle, actually this infantry assault means I can move to and battle. So if I took these infantry forward 2 spaces, they could still battle. And these guys over here could also do the same. That's going to be that. It's going to be this. So they can move to and battle. This could be... No, that's a bit of a danger because of this. But I can bring up those guys as well. And over here, because they're in the middle as well, I can advance there. So everyone can battle. Dice a go-go, as it were. So over here we'll do this one. 3 dice on the infantry in the open. 1 and a retreat. Okay, so 1 retreat onto the red line, I think. Now over here we'll have 3 dice from here. Again, close assault in the open. And a retreat, which means of course they retreat into the town. And these guys, 3, 2, -1, 1 die into the town now. It's a hit. So I'll take 1 more off of there. And these guys can fire into the woods here, and that'll just be 1 die as well. And it's a hit, so that's something. Right, and a replacement card. Looks like I'll be doing something in the middle maybe next. So, Axis player. Still got 4 units out there. Axis player, 2 cards. Dig in. Or 1 in the middle. Don't think there's much point. I've never been happy with using dig in. However, at this point I do have 4 units, and dig in lets you put sandbags onto 4, which gives you a dice reduction. And yeah, there's not much point. The dice reduction doesn't stack with the terrain they're currently sitting in. It would allow me to ignore retreats, but that's not worth losing the opportunity I would get of using the recon here and getting 1 attack plus an extra card next turn. So what's the best place to attack? 2 in the woods, but they've got protection. Look at this, there's 2 guys in the open. And I can get 2 dice on them from here or here. So that's what I'll do. This guy will 2 dice attack this guy. Long range shot. 2 dice. Opening up with the MGs. And, curse you, flag! Okay, so 1 hit, 3, and here we go. We're starting to get all these resistance units pulled back and hiding, which is their big advantage. They can take a hit and then run away. And in this battle, plenty of allied forces to do that with. Okay, allied turn. 2 cards for on the right, 1 for the middle, or a close assault. There are no close assault situation, so I can't use that. So middle or up to 3 units on the right. Okay, so the middle, I've got 2 possible attacks here. I could close in on both of these Germans and attack, or if I use the 3 on the right, I can bring these 3 units up, but well, they can't really get into a meaningful attack range at this point. I think I'm going to try and use... I've lost no units yet, so I think it's worth going with the 2 in the middle, which means I can have some action here, close the range between these guys, also get this unit on the red line, and make a 2 dice attack into these 2 locations. So 2 dice into the town, a hit and a retreat. So it's 1, but he stays in the town. But these guys can take ground now because that was a close assault. So they're now in town as well. And here, 2 dice into the woods. And 2 hits. Wowzers. Okay, oops. Get back in the woods, you. No running away here. Okay, replacement card. Firefight. Well, now I've got 2 close assaults. I might actually get to use that. But it is the Axis player's turn first. 2 units on the left, or counterattack. Repeat the card I just played as the allied player. So it does actually have 2 on the left. Which means I could get a shot into the woods over there and a shot on these guys in the open. That's the 2 on the left. Or I can play a counterattack, which would be 2 in the middle. Well, again, I've got 2 units in the middle. You see, here's this dangerous section here. If I don't attack with him at 1 man, then he's liable to die next turn. And that one's not too healthy either. So I could use the 2 in the middle to try and reduce the danger of losing another medal here. The 2 on the left could do a lot of damage. I'm going to use the counterattack card, which is 2 in the middle from the last time. So this one and this one, which I'm going to move to the middle here and take a 3 dice attack on here. So first of all, that 1 man in the town to the assaulting forces. So, oh, that's only 2 dice because they're in town. And it's a hit. Okay. Not as good for the Axis forces. And this will be 3 dice. And it's 2 hits. Wow. There's a lot of very weak looking units there now. That was a fairly good turn for Axis, but they didn't wipe anything out. So, close assault. I've got those 2 close assaults in the middle with the weak units. What does that say? It says, issue an order to all infantry and armour units adjacent to enemy. They battle with 1 additional die, but they may not move before they battle. All infantry adjacent to the enemy. Well, I've got those 2 there and this one. So that's what I'm going to do. 1 additional die as well. Let's start here. So that would be 2 dice, but it's 3. 2 dice instead of 3 because it's in the woods, but then it goes back up to 3 because the additional die from close assault. And 2 hits and a kill, that makes medal number 3. Here would be 2 dice because it's town, but it becomes 3. I think this could be the winning roll. Yeah, there it is. There's that 1 hit. And there you go. It's a win for the resistance fighters. And it's actually quite a strong win. 4-0. And I think the problem for the Axis forces here was me bringing them forwards again in this middle section. Considering the number of enemies, it might have been better to play a purely defensive game and hunker down in the woods and the town and the woods and hills here. Let them come on. I don't know. When I get round to playing the other side, I'll probably forget that, mind you. So you may never see me do that. Alright, that's it for now. See you next time.